this blue-red Phoenix deck that Ross Meriam popularized. It's really sweet. It gets loads of explosive turns. This hand is nice. We have the turn 2 thing. Exactly what we want. I'm gonna lead on Scalding Tarn, so that if they play a creature I want to bolt, I can do that. Otherwise, I can just get a Steam Vents tapped and keep all my spells for the thing. Another burn deck. This is what we lost to round 1 last time. Hopefully not repeating history here. Eidolon is so scary. I just always feel like I have to kill the guides. I don't know if this is misguided. This might just be misguided. Yeah, there is a world in which we do that shop. It might be correct. Like, committing to taking 1,000,000 damage off the Goblin Guide, or like blocking and exposing ourselves to Searing Blaze. It's like either we lose to Searing Blaze or we lose to Eidolon, right? One or the other. We kind of have to choose one. This works out a bit better for us, I think. Oh, Sam Black has a new Lantern list he likes. I'm in. I need to see this. I need it in my life. That sounds like something I'm probably going to play on stream at some point, not going to lie. Missed Lantern. Lantern makes me deeply happy. Also, I'm an awful person. They just wanted to bolt down the thing. Oh, using Unmoored Ego? Interesting. Yes, Unmoored Ego fixes the KCI problem. Yeah, now I can't ever block, I believe. I think last turn I can block. I think this turn I can't. And if they don't have Eidolon, they can't really race the thing. Well, that one's annoying, obviously. They always have Eidolon, silly. Yeah. Punished for not blocking, I guess. Punished for blocking, punished for not blocking. What am I doing? I can try and set up a double thing kill next turn. I don't know how realistic that is. So I'd go to 12. I would go to 12. And then go to 9 off the Rift Bolt. So I'd be dead to any deal free effect is the problem. Because I'd take 6 off my spells. I just don't think that's a winning line. Don't see how I win otherwise unless I'm double attacking with thing. This is like crossing my fingers and hoping they only have creatures in hand. It feels so improbable. Oh wow, that's amazing, Phil. We need to play that deck at some point. A bolt in the top 2. I think if we find a bolt in the top 2, we can do this. I'm gonna bottom both of these and play my thing in the ice. And then we are going to draw a lightning bolt. I guess the other thing is they could just have Searing Blazes in hand. Searing Blazes would be legitimately bad here for them. Holy. Yeah. So what do we need? We just can't do this, right? I go to 5 off the Serum Visions, draw a Lightning Bolt, Bolt an Eidolon, go to 1, and then I still can't kill them. So I need to draw a Lightning Bolt before I can even do anything. Okay. I can also draw a bolt, right? If I draw a bolt, there's also a risk they cast spells and then they die to my bolt. But obviously this is not great for us. Wow, they aren't attacking. We should try that strategy. They do shop, but if they don't want to do that, I'm kind of okay with that. What are they doing? Interesting. I think I'm just meant to keep passing the turn. If they're not going to attack me, if they're really not going to attack me, I'm just going to keep passing the turn back until I can find the land. This game is really heckin' weird. God damn. Why you gotta be smart? Realize the line. Alright. What happens if I bolt an Eidolon? I go to 5. What happens if I take 2, go to 7, cast a Phoenix, go to 6? How do we win if we don't bolt here? I don't think we do win if we don't bolt here is the answer, Squirmet. I'm also not sure how we win if we bolt here is the problem. I'm pretty sure we also can't win if we bolt here. I think we've been dead for a few turns. Most likely. Oh, that's awkward for me. Resolves. Cast my Phoenix, I guess. It's all on you now, Snapopter. Yeah. That game was pretty heckin' weird. Not really sure what we could have done there. Matchup continues to feel a little bit miserable. Gut shots can get out What was the other thing Ross was cutting? I think it was the Swifties. Yeah, he was cutting the Swifties, which kind of makes sense to me. Yeah, we could have not bolted the first guide. I do wonder how that would have worked. How that would have worked out. Maybe we're just not meant to be bolting the guides. Sucks though. It's so hard to beat burn if you're just like letting them hit you for 1 million from turn 1. But the Eidolons are what keep killing us. So I guess I'm just not gonna bolt the guide this time around. Manamorphose, that's such a nice draw. I'm just gonna save this bolt for an Eidolon in an effort to not lose the game on turn 2. Right. How do they not? Isn't this? I know they risk giving us a land. I still feel like you still attack here because there's a chance I don't block because of Searing Blaze. Even if you do risk giving me a land. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. Okay. I could hold up Spell Pierce, and there's a chance I'm meant to, but I'm scared of a second Eidolon. I kind of just want to try and mize flipping this thing this turn. These. How about I like the deck in general? I enjoy it a lot. It has not been going terribly well today. Previous times when we played it on stream, we've had pretty good results with it though. I had a decent result out of the GP with it. I do think it is quite powerful. But today it has not been the kindest to us. I will say that. No Phoenixes, I know, right? Such heartbreak. Ooh, Spell Pierce. Double Spell Pierce is nice. I think that leaves us in a decent position. Right, so I'm just going to attack. Cast the second thing, and then pass the turn. I think. Maybe I'm just meant to fire off the looting, but I feel like this is fine. Game's gonna slow down a bit with us having 2 Spell Pierces. Blue counter everything, exactly. Am I countering this? I don't know that this matters. Yes, I counter it though. Just like I can still counter a path then. It gets a counter off my thing, which is actually kind of worth something too. Cool. Okay, well we did not bolt the guide on one and we were rewarded. We're learning from our mistakes. I'm learning from my mistakes, I guess. I guess that's a more accurate description. Exclamation mark learning. We do that infrequently here. Ooh, Squatchy, the host. 48 viewers. Welcome to everyone joining us. Playing some Phoenix today, and hopefully some blue-white later. What do we do more, mulligan or learn? Excellent question. Oh wow, that's such a good draw. Finding the thing in the ice. Alright, I'm gonna fire off the Serum Visions. We need to find a lightning bolt for an Eidolon. Most of all. Manamorphose is... If they have Eidolon specifically, this is a really awkward thing to keep. But, it's so good for helping us flip the thing in the ice. And I think this matchup's bad enough that I just want to keep something that's really high upside on top. Oh my god, Scratch Eve. Which opponent were you? We got kind of ruined in our first league, but the good opponent. Okay. They don't have Eidolon, we're winning anyway. That's true. If they don't have Eidolon, we're probably in a good position with this hand. We're gonna go turn 3, flip thing, bring back a Phoenix. Should hopefully be powerful enough. I guess they could also just kill the thing. But... Are we blocking? Are we blocking? They have 4 spells in hand. Oh, you're on Abzan. We got ruined by you. It was so brutal. Those games were not close. No blocks. Just don't want to expose this to a Helix or a Bolt. If their hand's strong, we're gonna die that way, but if their hand's strong, we're probably gonna die from blocking too, to be honest. Because they get to kill the thing and buy themselves infinite time. So I'm just gonna let this hit us. We just have to, like, this matchup is rough. We do kind of just have to hope their hand's a bit weak. Lightning Helix would qualify. Boros Charm. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Scroster, I agree. Completely. Okay. What do we do? Maybe we can kill them. It's fairly improbable. Gonna try our best though. Either kill them or find a Spell Pierce. Both of those would be great. So make blue-red. Another looting. I think we just lead with the visions because it digs the deepest. Pitch free Phoenix win easy. Oh my god, the dream. Bottom. I think Bolt's a good card here. I think I'm keeping the Bolt. It's not a Phoenix. But has anyone tried Team of Battle Rage in this deck? I think it's bad, Alessia. It only works on things. If a Crackling Drake ever hits your opponent, they're just dying anyway, right? Crackling Drake is always lethal. Basically the rule. Okay, discard Phoenix. And, I guess the Delta. Alright, am I just bolting the Swiftspear, bolting their face? So they're going to take 10, go to 8. If I bolt their face, they're dead to just the Phoenix next turn. Oh, bolting the Swiftspear flips the thing, so bolting the Swiftspear does nothing. Right. That makes sense. So we just have to bolt their face. Oh, this is so scary. We're dead to like... We're dead to the Lightning Bolt. Or... Yeah, we're dead to Lightning Bolt or Lava Spike if we attack with the Phoenix. So this is definitely attacking. It puts them to 8. I think the Phoenix just has to attack 2. Keep the Phoenix on defense. If I keep the Phoenix on defense, they're not dead next turn is the problem. Oh yeah, I can bolt a creature. That's true. Yeah. This is good. I'm just going to attack with this. Phoenix is on defense. Bolt moves a creature out of the way. Yeah, I agree. Y'all are correct. Yeah, 10 damage next turn, and we can bolt a blocker, exactly. Okay, we need to find counter magic in case they have Deflecting Palm. Right. We can beat Lightning Helix. We need to try and beat Deflecting Palm. Or at the very least force a draw against Deflecting Palm. Thanks, Jarvis. Happy New Year to you too. Alright, start with this. Make blue-red. Yeah, we're back to the stock blue-red. Really like this deck. Don't Manamorphose main. No, we're looking for counter magic, Marcus. Also, we can pitch another Phoenix, which might swing things. Pitching a Phoenix means we force a draw if they have Deflecting Palm. So, it's actually relevant, weirdly. I think I'm unsure on this. Lead with looting? Why lead with looting, Marcus? What am I missing? I get more info for my opt. But if you loot last, you can pitch a Phoenix to the loot. Whereas if you loot first and then you end up drawing a Phoenix off the opt. If we draw another Phoenix, we can force the draw through a Deflecting Palm. If we don't find a counter spell. So, like, finding another Phoenix is actually relevant. What am I doing with this Thought Scour? If I keep it on top, I can mill myself to Mize a Phoenix. But it also uses my mana, which is not ideal. If I want another Phoenix, I should Scour. Yeah, it's pretty awkward if the looting then draws me into a blue cantrip that I can't cast. Yeah, Dispel and Spell Pierce are way better than Scour. We're deciding if Scour is good enough, right? It's really close. I think this is like incredibly close decision. I haven't played a land yet, you're correct. I have the island I can play. I think I meant to bottom this, but I think it's incredibly close. Alright, fire this off. Right, so at the very least we should be able to force a draw here if they have Palm. If they have Helix, they're dead. If they have Palm, we can opt to try and hit a Dispel or Spell Pierce. If we cast 3 spells, yeah, I guess we have still have to... Oh no, we cast Manamorphose, right? 1, 2, 3. Cool. Right? I guess we're drawing this game. Herp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp. This is so stupid. I hope we're on the play next game. I really hope we're on the play next game. Oh, jeez. Oh, they were on the play, sadly. They were on the play. Oh wait, was I? No, I think they were on the play, right? I lost game 1. Alright. Let's enter game 4. I guess this is what we're doing with our lives. God, they kept the 7, just snap kept. Terrifying. This hand is like as medium as they come. I think that's the first time I've ever drawn the game against Deflecting Palm. I knew it was a thing that can happen, but it's kind of a weird occurrence. Don't have the out to win on clock in game 6. Wow. Oh, didn't leave the land on top for guide value. That feels really hopeful. I'm not going to play the fetch. Fetch gives us like a bit of value off the guide trigger, because it's like a scry. But I think not taking the damage is more likely to be relevant. Maybe that's misguided. Lightning Bolt. Peace. Lightning Bolt's great. Playable magic card. Please don't hit your second land ever. If they don't hit their second land ever, and we draw a looting... God damn. These are the most tilting burn draws. They miss their second land turn 2 and then hit it anyway. And the game ends. I don't think I can afford to block. I just need to get them dead as quickly as possible, right? I need to flip this thing next turn. It's not optional. It's going to be hard to flip the thing next turn, but I don't see how else I possibly beat them. Yep. It's so unlikely that we flip this. I just don't think we can win any other way. So... I could play Thing, say go, like bolt one of the creatures. Just don't think that's realistic. Like, you think I play Thing and say go, Milkman? You like Thing go too? I feel so unrealistic. Yeah, I guess it gives us a shot at killing them next turn. I guess it's probably correct. It's probably correct. We just hope they miss their land drop, so Searing Blaze can't kill a thing, and then we block with both things. Oh wow, they're not even attacking, denying us those thing trigger value. Alright, I'm gonna bolt them. Start getting counters off. Flip this turn, Manamorphose has to hit a cantrip. Yep. Okay. Faithless Looting. I mean, I guess that's a spell. That is a spell. That is literally a spell. Also discards a Phoenix. So now we just need a cantrip to have lethal. Okay. Make blue-red. Hey, that is the thing that I asked for. It is, in fact, the thing I asked for. Alright. Lucka noob. I mean, there are still a lot of things they could have to get themselves out of this, but... Axe first. Yep, yep. You're right. I'll opt into looting. That would be cute. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to fetch, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If we need to hold open a Dispel, we're gonna fetch, right? Like, if we draw a Dispel off this, we're happy to fetch. So... we're really looking for a Dispel. Dispel would be the dream. We're not dead to Deflecting Palm, because they don't have Deflecting Palm. They do not have a Deflecting Palm in hand. Is my hope. Is there any world in which I'm meant to cast the Serum Visions now? I think I meant to cast the Serum Visions now, because I can hit... puts me to 7, which doesn't leave me dead. Because I'm dead if they untap anyway. And I can hit Looting, and discard 2 Phoenixes, and then force another draw. We can hit Looting. If we hit Looting, discard 2 Phoenixes, then we can force another draw against Deflecting Palm. And they can't kill us from 7 any more than they can from 8. And if they untap, we're dying anyway, right? We're not winning if they untap, I believe. Game 6 timeout, still alive. I guess the downside is, if I crack the fetch and they have Lightning Helix into Boros Charm, we die. So I'm probably just meant to attack all. Probably just meant to attack all. Whatever. I'm bored. Let's just attack. Oh, we actually can't. We have cast 3 spells. I didn't check that slight detail. Maybe should have checked that one out. Alright, please don't have anything. Gross. Gross. GG's. Do I really want to play a game 5 against Burn? Not particularly. Alright. We'll go first. This hand is awkward. This is not particularly less awkward. If I'm being completely honest. How did the tie happen? We, a Deflecting Palm caused a draw. How does this hand win? Like, I don't want to go to 5. I don't know how this hand ever wins a game, though. You're like... I need to draw, so... I don't think I'm gonna keep, because going to 5 is so bad, but... Alright, that's a red source. Okay, I'm not casting this opt. Because you've got a mountain on top. And then next time we get to Monastery Swiftspear opt and make use of our scry. Wait, not KCI? KCI would have cast something turn 1. What else could they be though? Oh, Living End, maybe? It's probably still just KCI. Might just be a weird KCI hand. I think this is fine. Missing our land drop next time would be rough, and like... But scrying bottom doesn't really change the odds of that too much. Oh, it's more likely Amulet. That makes sense. I didn't realize Amulet played Grove. Wow, confirmed KCI. Alright. This matchup is not the best. I seem to say that an awful lot with this deck. I'm not gonna lie. So, if I bottom the thing, go Manamorphose, draw the Swiftspear, bolt them. They take 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Yeah, this deck is not great against combo. We'll freely admit. Thing is too slow, I agree. Agree completely. How am I this morning / today? I honestly had a pretty rough morning. Bunch of awkward occurrences, but I'm feeling a bit more chirpy now. Streaming has raised my mood considerably. It's good to see you all. Aww. No worries, Jarvis. It happens. Like I said, streaming has raised my mood a considerable amount, so it's very nice to be here. Ooh, the old divination. Try and go off. I am also glad I'm feeling better. Any spell kills them. Such a tilt. Yeah, it's not that easy for them to kill us there, but... Am I just casting the Drake to ensure they're dead next turn, or am I holding up Bolt for, like, a Trawler? I feel like if I hold up a Bolt for Trawler, and I actually bolt the Trawler and somehow don't die, I'm so unlikely to kill them to turn after. Is the problem. So I think I just have to cast the Drake. It also insulates me against engineered explosives a lot, right? It means even if they have an engineered explosives, they die next turn. So they have to combo me. So it feels correct. Holding up Bolt, confirmed, not very effective. I don't really know that much about Ironworks, but I feel like every time I've played against it and I hold up Bolt, and like bolt their creature, I just end up dying anyway, like regardless of what I'm playing, if I don't have like a surgical or something like that. So just read the 70-page primer. Oh my god. Small Drakes confirmed cute. All Drakes are cute. I mean, it's not deterministic yet. I've definitely seen KCI pilots. Oh, they have Spine. Never mind, it's probably deterministic. I don't know how this works, but... Right, they return Ickle Wellspring. They get to Divination. Not deterministic yet. It's that doesn't seem great for me, though. They're gonna wipe a good portion of my board here. If they find a 1, I die. Okay, encouraging. They don't have many 1s in that deck, so... God, this is so miserable. Maybe we win by clock. I don't really force the KCI players to play it out once it's actually deterministic, because that's just a bit boring. I would do that if it was like a modern challenge or something, but for the sake of a league, it feels like a waste of everyone's time. Is KCI an autumn deck? Because it gets the Stone Rain people, or I've never played KCI. It's never appealed to me particularly. Although I'm aware it's very good and I should probably learn it at some point. Honestly, if Sam Black's Lantern deck is the truth, I might just be playing that for like the next year. Just ban KCI stirrings is fine for modern. I agree. If you take a card out, it should just be I think you should just rip the teeth out, right? Just like get rid of KCI, make sure it's never a problem again. Let everyone else continue playing with Ancient Stirrings, rather than like tearing down so many decks in the process. All right, we're gonna Sideboard Guide says take out these. Bring in Rejections, Pierces, Surgicals, and Abrades, which seems about right. I feel like this is about what we should try and do. Yeah, it's KCI that makes the tournament play miserable. I agree. Even if you ban Stirrings, KCI will come back somehow at some point in the future, right? It's always going to be a problem card. It's always been around in Modern. It just took a while for people to piece things together and realize. You like Bolt over Drake? I kind of like Bolt over Drake. I think I agree. I'm worried that this leaves me a bit flat, like threat light and weak to engineered explosives is the problem. Phoenix is good against explosives. Why do we have lightning axes in? Oh, Psy? I assume it's for Psy, huh? Wow, I suck. Just take out the whole sideboard. I don't know how we ever grind through like all the tokens either. I guess you bounce them with Thing. Oh yeah, you could ban Scrap Trawler, that's true. This has no interaction, but we can dig for it, and we have a Thing. I would be kind of surprised if I don't. Considering I decidedly count as LGBT myself. I assume it's in Sam Black's most recent article in Jactilio, which is likely on premium. Alright. Got this thing in the ice and play. Got an answer for Psy. So that's something. Just need to find some interaction for KCI itself. A Spell Pierce or a Rejection. Either of those would be excellent. Ooh, they're just passing the turn. Interesting. Oh wow, that's such a good draw. This is a great draw. Makes it so likely we go off. And by go off, I mean get a 7-8. Huh. I think I'm just flipping this. Oh, they could be holding up negate, that's fair. I think I'm just flipping this thing. Because this just exposes me to engineers. Yeah, it exposes me to explosives a lot, I agree. Agree completely. Oh, wait, no, I just want double red. Because I'm gonna looting plus bolt. That's way better. Control Z, Control Z. Wow. What What is this losing? I was gonna discard the thing, but I guess we can discard some lands instead. Almost messed up there. Just adding some tension to this game. Is my name Lando Calrissian? Who's Lando Calrissian? Is that someone I should know? But no, my name is not Lando Calrissian. Oh, Star Wars. I've not watched a Star Wars film in like a decade. Sorry. How dare I? I failed. My geek cred is gone. No! Oh, I'm ruining my branding. Throwing it to the wind. What have I done? This just in. Autumn is this person who streams Magic for a large number of hours per week. Confirmed fake nerd. It's not a bad one, I guess. I still feel like we die if a KCI resolves, but maybe we're fine. I'm glad someone does ore. I appreciate that. I love that we're all ragging on Jarvis's joke making now. I prefer that over like ragging on me for not watching Star Wars enough. Joke rating board confirmed awful. I would like to kill this Crackling Ironworks before you have Dispel mana open. That sounds excellent. Alright, you seem really annoying. Let's, I don't know what that was. Something strange. That's what that was. They're gone now. It's fine. Well, that's encouraging. I was afraid they were about to play, like, KCI plus Scratchrawler. That's what some people claim is Twitch culture. Yeah. That is not a KCI. Deal. Yeah. Nominally it gets to block the thing in the ice. The thing is, it's not actually going to do that. Alright. I need to ask you a question. About that Scratchrawler. Oh my god, Jarvis. You are doing Twitch culture excellently. A+ Twitch culture. I'm really tempted just to turn these stupid lightning axes into more lightning bolts. I like lightning bolt too much. I don't... It's like a bit of me that doesn't want to just try and answer every creature and every threat. I guess this is what we're doing with our life. But sigh, yeah, exactly. Apparently this is what we're doing with our life. I agree, Psy kills me very dead. I just hate boarding out lightning bolts. Lightning bolt's so good. I guess this is a mulligan. Most likely. Yeah, there are 4 bolts main. We just boarded a couple out. I guess we're keeping the mono interaction hand, huh? Doesn't seem ideal, but we'll draw a threat. I believe in us. We're lucky. Never not lucky. I think we've got on that so we find a threat. That's fair. I can respect that. I'm greedy though, shop. Too greedy for that line. I am confirmed exceedingly lucky. Oh, this is like divination plus dark ritual. You have no idea how tempting it is to counter this. I know it's strictly incorrect, but divination plus dark ritual is a hell of a magic card. Am I giving Equal Wellspring the respect it deserves there? With that description? I think I am. I think that's the respect that card deserves. Wow. So good. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go find enough Steam Vents. And then next turn we can try and return the Phoenix. This matchup is all about grinding value, clearly. Glad we're in agreement. Question mark, ... Oh my god, I'm so tempted to Izzet Charm this. It's probably wrong. It's probably wrong. Charm the crap out of it. Yeah. We don't know what they're looking for though. Charm we might need to bring back the Phoenix. I don't know. Maybe this is bad. Yeah, that's fair. They aren't resolving a KCI that turn. That is fair. Alright, I think we have a decent shot here. I think we're gonna go for it. Regardless. Yes, I agree, shop. I agree with that expert analysis. Blue. And then another color of some description. Cool. Glad we agree. Like 2 bolts and 4 lootings versus a million cantrips. I also have Manamorphose. I think it's blue-red because I also have Manamorphoses. I think it's about even on the number of cards I can hit. But looting is such a high upside hit. I think it's about even. I might be wrong. Interesting. Interesting Magic the Gathering card. Ah, punished. Am I topping or bottoming? This is a good card to keep, apart from the fact it doesn't return a Phoenix this turn. Wow, Jarvis, you're a genius. Jarvis is great. Can we just talk about how great Jarvis is? Oh wait, Lassie, sorry, I'm awful. Jarvis is also great. Jarvis is also great. Lassie's the real hero. I feel so much regret now. My wordage. I'm not retracting your Jarvis greatness. No, I'm not retracting your Jarvisness either. Jarvis and Lassie both great. You're both allowed to be great. In fact. I really am, Milkman. I don't know what's happening today. It keeps occurring somehow. Somehow. Against many very high odds. You stole one Spunder, got another Spunder stolen. Basically broke even. Broke even on the venture. That is a 1-1. That is a mighty 1-1. Could mill them, try and mill a KCI. Sounds delightful. Could also draw an Abrade. Okay. We are officially a control deck. The way it was always meant to be. Izzet Phoenix control. Good old Monastery Swiftspear control. The Mirror Retriever doesn't matter. They can win without Retriever very easily. I just want to answer either Trawler or KCI, I think. So I'm saving all my interaction for those cards. Yeah, Retriever's like fine, enables some loops. It's not very important by any stretch of the imagination. Is my understanding. Welp. Yep. Oh wow, they just have no zeros. It's kind of a relief. Sai could be a lot scarier. I'm gonna wait till I untap. Could draw a Phoenix. Could draw a land that I want to discard. Kind of like all 4 of my cards. I'm just gonna discard this looting. I think all 4 of these cards are excellent. Who is making fun of Lightning Axe? I can't remember either. Must have been a very silly individual. Draw the Mox Opal right after the side eyes, of course. Do I just Surgical Sigh here? I don't know. I think I like Surgicing the KCI. I think this is pretty nice. I want to Izzet Charm it, right? Oh, this is really tough. So if I Izzet Charm it, and they have a Dispel, I can Rejection back, right? Cool. Yeah, this is great. This is great. So even if they have the Dispel, I still get to Rejection this. Oh, I guess now I can't fight over the Dispel. I have to, like, kill the Mox Opal. I think I'm gonna kill the Mox Opal in my turn. Pretty sure I meant to kill this Mox Opal. They probably would have dispelled with... Maybe they would have. Yeah, they probably would have. Our opponent has not F6 though, for what it's worth. Oh geez, what? Alright. Well. Let's figure out their hand before we flash back a looting. I'm going to do this now, so that they can't have counter magic up, rather than in their draw step. It's pretty hard to lose from this spot, provided they don't draw specifically Psy. They have Trawler. Trawler is a decent clock, to be fair. Trawler is definitely a decent clock. We're probably going to have to rejection that. They had another anyway. So they have one Psy left. They have 3 Galvanic Blasts left, which is terrifying. Huh. Phoenix down. Also an Emrakul. It does make things easier for them. Draw step loses on also that Waffles. Excellent point, excellent point. Yeah, I need to find a clock. Agreed, agreed. Agree completely. I think I'm getting rid of the Abrade and the looting. Because I don't actually mind the extra mana here. I can use it to Serum Visions to find a clock. Hey there, Sora. Things are going pretty well. Good to see you. Ooh, rejection is like... It is not a clock. I think I meant to keep it. I think I meant to keep rejection. Because like the thing I'm most scared of are... The things I'm most scared of are Galv Blasts and... Sora! Becoming a Knight of Autumn. Thank you so much. Everyone get some love in chat for our new Knight. Celebrate them joining us. Means a lot to me, Sora. Thank you. Save Serum to try and unlock Phoenix. Yeah, that's fair. That could have been better. Unsure. I think I'm going to keep this. I think it's just good enough to keep. Even if it's not a threat and doesn't bring back the Phoenix. Rejection seems not worth keeping. That's fair. That's fair, Milkman. I'm also like a bit scared of Scrap Trawlers, is the thing. I am like non-zero scared of Scrap Trawlers. Oh, we could have abraded the... I did think about that. I figured they have enough coloured sources in their deck they're drawing to that would have been a bit aggressive. How far are they from Spine? They're like 2 mana from Spine. Well, we're getting to keep the rejection anyway, so... We can answer it. Let's hit the cantrip. This means we don't get to have rejection up, but it means we get a Phoenix. So we can start pressuring them again. This answers Psy. I think I'm just going to bottom. Try and find another Phoenix. Or a Bolt or something. We have 3 Phoenixes in here somewhere. At least if they cast a Spine, they can't remove it from the board. So it's just kind of undoes a Phoenix life. Oh god, no. Please don't cast Psy. They can remove it with Psy, yeah. If they draw a Psy. They return to Scrap Trawler. Deal. Okay. They get a 3/2. Galv Blast does not kill us next turn. Still. Also, this does a pretty good job against the 3-2. Yeah, this is good. Agree. We've seen like two. Yeah, we have Lassie. It's been a weird draw for us. Wall of Mist. Beats a Danto Vanguard. Beats 3-2s. Am I flashing back a looting, or am I just passing the turn? I feel like I'm just passing the turn. All of Mist's cuter sibling. I did cut all the Drakes, it's true. We were like pretty frat light. It's still a weird draw even then. Alright, they cannot even double Galv Blast us, and we know one of their cards is Spine anyway. So I'm feeling pretty safe here. Feeling exceedingly safe here. They could in fact have Swan. They could in fact have Swan Song. That is accurate. That's why I'm doing this nonsense. Could in fact be dead. Or negate. Yeah, that one's way less obvious than Swan Song. It's understandable you'd miss it, Elisha. Easy one to gloss over. We certainly... We did. We were basically a control deck that game. It was very strange shop. I am aware we saw the Swan Song. I remember full well this occurrence. Oh my gosh. This deck is great. I'm glad we actually like won a match today. Strange occurrence. Alright, let's do this. Let's jam. Winning matches confirmed Geese. That seems fine. Why opt over Slights? It being an instant is actually pretty relevant with a bunch of different things in the deck. So you can use it to flip a thing at instant speed in your opponent's turn. You can pass the turn with both Bolt and Opt up turn 1 against a bunch of decks. It's like kind of a trick with Swiftspear potentially. There's like a bunch of minor things that kind of add up. What am I doing turn 1? I think I'm just playing Tarn and saying go. I don't really want to use the looting turn 1. It feels like I could find a thing in the ice, but I don't really know what cards I want at the moment other than a threat. Like maybe get rid of a land. I think I can just play Tarn and say go. This might be wrong. Might be overly conservative play, but rip our Faithless Looting. Alright, against GDS, I assume. Joke's on them, it has flashback, I know, right? Yeah. Discard Faithless Looting. Draw Phoenix. Likely story. Figuring out if they want to fetch or not. We're looking at the top card. Despise. Opponent repping that Despise. Yeah, there's Divest as well. I feel like there's another one in Standard at the moment. Ostracize. That is a Death's Shadow. God, if they have a Street Wraith here, I'm gonna hate myself for not playing out the Spirebluff Canal. Replenish for the win. Thank you for becoming a Knight of Autumn with that Twitch Prime. Everyone get some love in chat for our new sub. That's great. Can you get a shout out? What do you want a shout out for Mike? God, if they have the Street Wraith here, I'm gonna be so salty. Must have it. Fine, I'll be responsible. God damn. I'll be irresponsible. I could also, like, draw a thing in the ice, right? Wow. Huh. Is it crazy to say go? End of turn, triple bolt, untap Phoenix. I guess I could do it in response to the bauble trigger. I kind of want to say go and just send these all face now, though. It's like a risky way to live. They're just going to keep that as a 2-2. I kind of don't care, though. Wait for them to try and seize me. That is how things work, Reavowed. Coolest play confirmed, optimal play. For the first time in my life, this will not be a coward stream. For once in my life. So they clearly have a stubborn denial. We put them to 1. And then they take our Phoenix. Alright, screw it. Y'all are throwing emotes at me. I can't not do this. I'm incapable of not doing this if y'all are gonna throw emotes at me. I did commission that emote for a reason. To tempt me into bad life decisions. Oh my god. We're putting them to 1, Jarvis. This is what we're doing. This is not a waiting stream. We wait for no one. We wait for no Jarvises. In fact. If everyone has a counter, we're still drawing live, right? We can still looting into a bolt or a gut shot. Or into return a Phoenix. Or draw a Phoenix. Phoenix is in the yard. Alright, alright. You just gotta believe, chat. You just gotta believe. Or Swiftspear, yeah, we have so many draws. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. Oh, chat. I think we die. I think we die. Better just to use 2 bolts. Maybe. Sadness. Who could have seen this coming? So improbable. Alright, apparently, Ross Meriam hardly sideboards in this matchup at all. He brings in 1 Dispel and takes out 1 Gut Shot. I'm just gonna trust that he knows what he's doing. That's fair, Madge. That might have been better. This was funner. Like, fun value is a thing. Yeah, I do, Lassie. I also have a Manamorphose, which is like almost an out because it's so likely to draw Phoenix or to bring back a Phoenix. Alright. Deal. Rao kills everything. It also gets stubborn denialed. And they like kill you before the Rao kills anything, kills something. I don't know. Bolts are clearly great in this matchup. Oh no. I love that thing in the ice. That thing in the ice was important to me. See ya, lassie. Are we just making a Phoenix? Hitting them for 7? It's really bad if they have a shadow, but... I guess we can just cast the looting and see what happens. It is incredibly awkward against the card Death's Shadow. It's bad if they have Surgical. This is true. Would you just kinda lose to Surgical? Don't know what else this hand does though. I guess it like casts looting and then like spins its wheels a bit. Attack for 1. Yeah, it could just Swiftspear get in. Maybe. It's like fine. I'm almost wondering if I want to discard the Swiftspear so I can flashback looting easily later. I think I Phoenix up next turn. Any discard spell takes me off of being able to do that, which is like kind of a problem. I can see this being incorrect. I just don't really know what else we do. Like, I feel like I have to try and pressure them. I could wait for them to deal more damage to themselves, but then they could just draw more discard and then I can never return the Phoenix. Which sounds pretty awkward. If they don't have specifically a Death Shadow hand, they have like a Gurmag Angler hand. This is great too. Okay. Dead to a Bolt. Interesting. So I can go Island Opt, I guess, to start. Thing in the ice. Does that do anything? So next time we're taking 8. They only need to deal 1 to themselves to kill us, though. I feel like that doesn't do anything. Thing can chump, that's true. That loses to a discard spell. Which is, like, not ideal. This is so tough. Yeah, I think the thing's too late. I agree, Freed. That's a chumper. Yeah, Swiftspear's great. Agree. So the problem is, if I bolt now, I lose to Fatal Push. So I probably just have to pass the turn. Then we like play into Stubborn Denial. This is so awkward. It feels like they're just like a constrictor wrapping themselves around us, tightening. I feel like Shadow is like one of the hardest decks in Modern to play against just generally because of that feeling. They did tap out of blue. It's good for us. Yeah, exactly, Prometheus. And like over the course of the game, like the number of things you could play around goes down and down, right? They put both cards on the bottom. Oh my god. Don't they know about this lightning bolt? I guess they just hope we mess up. Okay. Game free. Bolt confirmed great against GDS. I mean, Bolt's like a very swingy card against GDS, right? It either does nothing or it wins you the game. Yeah, that makes sense, Freed. It makes sense for them to go for it. I think this is a keep. Yeah, this is probably a keep. The visions dig us towards some stuff, and then we have a threat. And it's Thoughtseize proof, yeah, that too. You also just don't want to mull against the Thoughtseize deck too much. All like very good arguments for keeping. Street Wraith. Yup. Casually starting the game on 13, of course. Oh, please don't stop and denial this. Thank God. Gonna get surgicaled on Serum Visions. What are we doing with these cards? I feel like I'm probably bottoming both. The backup thing is not terrible, honestly. We have our land drop for... Maybe I can keep the backup thing and get rid of the bolt. I kind of like that. Yeah, in case it gets discarded. Or we can just like set up 2 things before we start removing counters from them as well. Both very valid lines. They didn't have a discard spell last turn. It's true. I still think the second thing has like a fair bit of value to us though. Just because it lets us like set up 2 before we start taking counters off. Oh my god, no threat. That's so good for us. Thank god. They put both cards on the bottom of that too. I think I can afford to just get an island. I have like a million Serum Visions in hand. Yeah, that makes sense, shop. Just building towards shadows. Hopefully that's not the case. That would be reasonably terrifying. Will I be in Prague next week? I will be. I'm very excited for it. Ultimate Masters is like such a fun set. I've been practicing a bunch of it off stream and kind of loving it. Especially the drafts. The sealed I'm like medium on. Oh, Prague, yeah, it's a really nice city as well, Prometheus, agree. It is, Marcus. You should maybe book it at some point. Cool. Come say hi at some point, Chocolate Man. Land. Beautiful, beautiful land. Alright. They're not careful, they lead themselves dead to a thing too. Shopping, Marcus. Hope you're able to attend. Oh, you see, Alesha, there is this time you could hypothetically go. I'm not endorsing this. Manamorphose is nice. I think I'm definitely keeping Manamorphose. I explicitly said I'm not endorsing this, Alesha. I don't know how I feel about this card. It's like fine. We can flip the things anyway as the thing. Oh my god. You're ridiculous. I think I'm gonna bottom this. It might be a mistake. It's like kind of a tough call. Tough judgment call. So like the upsides of keeping it is it digs fairly well towards a bolt. Like just having more filtering and dig power, but the downside to keeping it is we are under pressure. Only have so much access to mana. And like potentially we have outs to flip the thing with Izzet Charm back up next turn, if we're careful. If we draw into a land, so. Alright, that's strong. Resolves. Oh my god. Yep. That's another shadow. Gosh, darn it. What am I doing? So I can either play Thing plus Swiftspear, hope to chump with Swiftspear, untap, flip Thing. Or I can accept that's so unlikely to work that I just have to try and go off with this Manamorphose and Serum Visions. either draw double bolt or like looting into double Phoenix. Or charm into double Phoenix. I feel like if I go Thing and Swifty, I'm so likely to die. Because, like, I think the Thing dying is us functionally dying, so we only get to jump with Swifty. They do have to deal 3 to themselves to get there. Again, I'm really not sure if this is the right line or not, but feels like what I'm going for. Feels like what I meant to go for. It's such a tough judgment call. It's like so hard to run the numbers on it. The fact they've already been through 2 removal spells gives us a reasonable shot, but put it all on red exactly. Just have to like hope you make the right judgment call when it's like probably a coin flip one way or the other. I think we're an underdog no matter which line we take, but we have a chance here for sure. Snap push. Oh, and then they kill us. I'm dead. Maybe they'll snap dismember and then we can gut shot them. Jeez. Alright. GG's. No, it's tough to know which way to go. What we have got there with the other line, we'd have gone Manamorphose into Swiftspear, Visions into Scour, Scry both to bottom. At that point, we're probably forced to Thought Scour ourselves. We hit a Phoenix. And then we draw a Delta. So... Oh, but did we have a land drop that turn? We did, so we get to Charm. For 2 cards. We end up bricking. So we get like close, we put them to 3. If we go for the other line. The spin our wheels line. Oh, I guess we put them to 2 because of the gut shot, but... Yeah, that's fair, Prometheus. That's fair. It's kind of a tough call. It is awkward that if we just pass the turn with the 2 creatures, we're like functionally throwing away the whole of our board against a fetch land, if nothing else, right? And then hoping they don't have a stubborn denial for like a bolt off the top. We have to recover with 1 and 2. Rough start. This has been a rough couple leagues. The deck still felt like pretty good, but hitting burn twice I think has affected things a lot, because that matchup is like nearly unwinnable. It feels like you need your opponent to run super cold to beat them. Right, I'm into this hand. Double Drake's pretty awkward, but can't really mull this. Thing on 2. mean, that's not terribly surprising when you put it that way, Alesha, to be fair. Also, trains are just super expensive in general nowadays. At least for, like, leaving this country anyway. Are we just firing up the Scour one? I think we're saving it for the thing. It is, in fact, one of those two options, depending on the matchup. That is accurate. It's either absurd or, like, pretty garbage. Another shadow deck? Oh, this is such a tilt. I really want to face, like, when I played this deck at the GP, I faced Bant Spirits like 3 times and murdered them 3 times. It felt great. You think in general Drake is medium? Yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of it. Never quite sure how to feel about it. I know Caleb just like removed Drakes entirely. I kind of like Daniela's approach. Daniela like doesn't play Drakes in the main, plays like Kiln Queens instead, but then has Drakes in the board. That actually seems like really smart to me. As an approach, like you still want access to the Drakes, but they're kind of dependent on what matchups you're facing. Caleb cut Drakes in the Izzet Charm, yeah. What did he play instead, out of interest? Oh yeah, Daniela's lists are really smart sometimes, agree. Completely agree. Okay, Serum Visions. Ooh, that's such a good draw. Thing is perfect. No worries, Sora. It's fine. I was just curious. Ross has a different list on SCG today. That's interesting combo. I need to go look at that after the stream. We're both just milling over like our entire libraries here. Oh, is this a dismember? Oh, it's an angler. Okay. Mighty 5/5. Manamorphose off the top. This is no real meta. Yeah. Shadow's always been weirdly popular online, it feels like. Regardless of how like well or poorly positioned it is, it's always popular online. I've never really understood why. It's like a fine deck, but... Alright, Manamorphose off the top gives us a shot. At least. So then we get to maybe bounce these fish. Okay. Gut Shot also plays. We only have one left though. Right. Bottom. Probably bottom both. I could just double bolt an angler. Double bolt an angler, plan on casting some drakes. Is that the plan? Yeah, that's true. The downtick in humans is great for Shadow. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, I'm gonna go with this. I think this is a fine plan. Kinda hurts, like, throwing these bolts at these when they're so close to dead to the bolts, but I think this buys us a lot of time. Yeah, spirits can struggle with, if you kill their Vial or Hierarch, it can then, or like Inquisition them, it can then just make them come out of the gates really slowly. Compared to humans, for sure. It's like a lot more fragile to interaction in that way. Alright, get to start casting Drakes next turn at least. Ooh, they get their bounce snapcaster value if we ever cast a spell. Oh my god, Chocolate Man. That sounds like something. Yeah, discard spells are a lot worse against humans for that reason, compared to spirits. I've actually quite liked discard spells against spirits. But against humans, they're just like kind of whatever. Their whole deck is so redundant, and like they empty their hand so quickly that their discard becomes dead very quickly too. I guess if I block, they can Battle Rage me. Kinda just don't want to get Battle Rage for 10 though, either. And we're gonna flip the thing next turn, so it's like the Drake's getting bounced anyway. So I think this is a fine block. Also just happy to trade there. Battle Rage doesn't kill me. Leaves me dead to like a K command or a bolt. And I figure the Drake's getting bounced anyway, right? I think he's getting pushed 90%. So if I go to cast a spell, they get the Snapcaster back here. Thing pass. I kind of like that. It uses my resources best, right, Shot? And then next turn I can set up to try and flip both things at once. Opponent just said that they saw my name and they're a big fan. It is appreciated. K command sucks. It's not the best. It's very clunky in Modern. Fatal push. Not like too bothered about bouncing the Snapcaster, so it's kind of whatever. Snapcaster doesn't do much. It's like the Shadows and Anglers of the world. I am not Autumn Twilight. I can't remember what my salvation name is, but I've not used the site in like a long time. Oh, they could have a bolt here, I guess. That's fine. Kind of fine. I kind of just want to like play my Drake next turn as the thing. I'm just gonna block. I want to play my Drake next turn. Flipping this thing isn't even exciting at the moment anyway, because they just get their Snapcaster back. K-Command was disgusting against Lantern, agree. Back when Lantern was like the competitive. A long time ago. Might be that now though. We will see, right? Interesting. So I could try and flip this turn. kind of... That is a thing. Get kind of ruined by stub if I do that. So I think I'm just going to play out this one. And then I'm going to fire this off. And try and get some counters off these now. I'm going to make blue. And I've seen 0 lootings. I don't really want to cast a bolt here. I guess I still want a red. I can draw Manamorphose, right? Manamorphose is the thing that gives me the shot at flipping the things this turn. Alright. So we're not going to kill them this time. We're setting up real nice. Yeah, that one's great. Don't want to play this. It's like pretty bad to play it because of looting, but it lets a 1 mana spell flip my things and still lets me cast the Drake, which I think is like pretty relevant. I'm gonna block Snappy. They have Bolt plus Battle Rage, I die. Otherwise my life goes on. Godfried. That's a lot. Interesting. That is a Death's Shadow. Let's try and hit a spell here, huh? That'd be great. Like how we've drawn 0 lootings this game, just basically playing a standard deck. Brutal. Now the Drake's lethal though, we can just like block and hope they don't top deck us. Alright. Don't you top deck me, opponent. So definitely blocking this. Is this just blocking the angler? Or are we just like accepting we're not trying to beat a removal spell? We don't beat Battle Rage anyway, right? We're dead to Battle Rage regardless, but this means we beat Bolt. This means we beat Bolt. This is kind of tough. There is an argument to just blocking the Snapcaster. Then if they can't actually cast Push on our Drake is the thing. It has to be specifically Dismember and they've already used one. Yeah, this has to be the block because they've already used one Dismember. I just don't want to make Bolt a relevant card. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please. Okay. I would like to move to combat, I guess. Is there any argument to firing these off? I guess I could like discard 2 Phoenixes, draw a Bolt. It's probably like strictly correct to cast these. I could find Phoenixes to block in case of a Dismember, that's also true. Nice. still have 2 Phoenixes left in our deck. I think the Thought Scour is the best card here. If we mill a Phoenix, then we have lethal through Dismember. Yep. GG. Wow. Alright, I'm just going to copy the same sideboard plan from last time. That's what Ross does. Trust in Ross, etc. Honestly, I wonder if the Spell Piercers are better than Gut Shots. It's like pretty important to be able to aggressively return Phoenixes though. The Izzet Charm feels heinous here. See the Izzet Charm just being worse than a Spell Pierce. You know what? I'm kind of in for that. Yeah, I think I want to try Spell Pierce. I agree, Freed. It's not always going to be great, but I think it's going to be good enough to give a try. Alright. Game up. Jeez, this matchup is intense. Feels like every game we're winning is such a sweat. Every game we're losing is like kind of a sweat too. It's like crossing our fingers so much. Oh, that interaction doesn't quite line up with what we're doing. I don't think I would want to be playing this deck if Death Shadow really picked up in popularity. Do I have any Muse here? I do not. These are the ghastly evolution chain. I like having something to shuffle, and these cards are actually much nicer to shuffle than Magic cards because they feel kind of thicker and sturdier. They're like halfway towards being playing cards, it feels like, compared to this, which is like kind of flimsy. Phoenix is for everyone that wants Delver to be good. So you could play Delver of Secrets, or you could play a 0 mana Delver of Secrets with haste. Which of those sounds better? It is true that I do dearly want Delver of Secrets to be good though. Yeah, a few of them have been linked in stream, Fuzzy, and they look real nice. Pretty excited for the set. I think like Guilds of Ravnica was absurd, right? Guilds of Ravnica was so good. And like all the spoilers for this set are looking appealing so far. So I'm feeling pretty positive about it. Got any? I actually have not played against Jeskai Control yet. Eddie, it seems a bit scarier than Blue White because they can actually turn the corner better against you. But I've not played the matchup, so I can't really give you any good advice on it. Ooh, Thing in the Ice is a nice pickup, as is Looting. Both of these are great. Yeah, easy top. You can actually flip Thing on turn 3. Jellyfish Hydra Beast. The Sphinx is cool. I'm not sure how good it will be, but if they're smart, they'd scour you. I might have kept Phoenixes on top. You do sometimes scry your Phoenixes to the top to like upkeep scour yourself, or just to have them in hand for looting. Okay. I think they're meant to take Manamorphose, but I could see them also taking Drake. Okay, they took the Drake. Makes sense. I think both Drake and Manamorphose are like very fine takes. Depends on like how fast their hand is, right? If they have kind of a slow hand, then they just don't want us getting the card advantage of the Drake. Especially since the Drake's a bit problematic to kill in the late game once they've used up their fetch lands. Dead thing. Luckily with this looting, so we're gonna get a Phoenix going next turn. Oh, if we draw a Bolt, they die. I guess they don't actually die if we draw specifically Bolt, but if we draw another Phoenix, they die. If we draw a Bolt, we have a good chance of killing them. I think it's picked up Chocolate Man because Humans is on the down tick, is what someone said in chat earlier. And Humans is like a really rough matchup for them, so that deck being less popular is making people flock back to this deck, which makes a fair amount of sense. Yeah, Spirits can't ever beat Phoenix. Agree. Spirits is like this deck's best matchup. It feels very one-sided when you play it. Blue or a red? Kinda want a red. I guess I can opt before doing this though. I just feel like I might want to bolt them. If I opt before this, I get more looks at a second Phoenix. I'm very unsure. Okay. Get to make this decision again. Well, now I don't need to cast another spell before the looting. I think I'm still doing this though. Oh no, we missed out on the kill. No. We need a red source to kill them now. I don't know. Great sadness, yeah. Oh, I should draw towards a land, right? I'm silly. Opt gives me the most looks for a red land here. You don't say. No surgical, please. Thank you. We did do it over autumn. We sure did. Whew. Is this a good turn 3? If so, why? No mind break trap one time. Oh my gosh. Killing them with gut shot. Good feeling. We're 2 and 2. Playing for the mighty 3-2. The fair and balanced modern deck. It's pretty delightful. Right, I'm gonna head to the bathroom a sec. I've not actually had a bathroom break yet in the stream. I'm gonna be back in about 2 minutes. And we'll go for this 3-2. See if the dream can be obtained. back, everyone. Thank you for hanging around. Playing for the pity chest, the best pity chest we ever did on. Can I just point out how busted main deck Rest in Peace Blue White would have been this league? KCI double Death Shadow. What was the other match? Burn. I guess Rest in Peace is not at its best against Burn, but still. Main deck Rip is hot. Agree. Strong agree. I'm looking forward to giving that deck a try. I don't know that we'll have time for a whole league of it, but hopefully get in some matches before I have to head off. Then I think I'm likely to do more Modern tomorrow as well. Like I'm enjoying Modern a lot at the moment. Also getting like good viewer numbers for it, which is motivation as well. I'm definitely excited to start streaming more Arena soon, but I feel like I always get my best viewer numbers when I stream Modern. Nexus isn't shut off by Rip. That is great. Strong agree. Go ahead, Chocolate Man. Can we not get Death Shadow for the third time? The Death Shadow games are fun and like kind of exciting, but they're also pretty exhausting. Just like, what did Heart of Kieran say after Scrap Heap Scrounger entered it? Yeah, that makes sense for Izzet Phoenix. That's definitely like a motivator for playing more Modern. I think the next like coming week and a half I'm probably gonna like do a mix of Modern and Arena mainly. Jeez. Not dignifying that with further response. Alright, let's do this. Are we ready for this 3-2? I'm ready for this 3-2. I'm always ready for a pity chest. Sneak. Easiest keep. I say, the delightfully mediocre hand. Truly an awesome keep. Opponent says they really like my content. This is the best league. I've had like 3 different opponents compliment my content. It makes me feel so happy. I need to play Modern more often just so I get more of that. This hand could be anything. Is this another Shadow deck? Aw, thanks Celestia. Appreciate it. Means a ton. Stomping Ground. They're like Jun Shadow, I guess. 4-color Shadow. One of the two. Looks like 4-color. I mean, it could be either, right? No way to know if they have stubs or not. We can only kill this Goyf if we literally rip Basic Mountain. Which feels improbable, so I guess I'm just firing off this opt. basic mountain or steam fence. Or Spirebluff Canal. It's actually like 9 hits. We shuffled, this doesn't count. I guess we can technically kill that Goyf. I'm not sure I want to. Jeez, what I'd give for a Faithless Looting. What I would give for a Faithless Looting. That is not a Faithless Looting. I'm not sure what I would give over Autumn. Probably not that much, but it would be nice. I would accept it gleefully. I guess I'm keeping this. I kind of wonder if I just want to kill this Tarmogoyf this turn. Just give myself a lot of time. Makes returning Phoenixes a bit harder, but Goyf is a large critter. Yeah, I kind of want to kill the Goyf too. I think it's a fine use of the rest of my turn. We're going to cycle a Street Wraith, we're going to feel really dumb. It's going to be great. I'm excited for the Street Wraith. Oh my god. Wow. Opponent is way better than me, apparently. Damn. Almost later. I recognized it was a thing that could happen. That's basically like playing around it, right? Almost literally the same. Yeah, that was my figure in 2 shop. That was why I was happy with the line at the time. Regret it slightly more now, but you know. Alright. Yep. Alright. I guess I'm just keeping this on top. Killing this Liliana. She's not that relevant. Are we actually killing the Liliana? That feels really loose. Yeah, she doesn't do anything. Agree. Any MHA fans? Well, MHA is great. I'm only on season 2 though. Still like very new to it. Yeah, that makes sense. If they fetch Gut Shot as lethal. Also, this way, if they play a discard spell, we're still really likely to be able to return Phoenixes next turn. Whereas otherwise, it could get kind of tricky. We need them to not have Stubborn Denial for this looting. Also, killing Lily puts a Planeswalker in the yard, which makes their Goyf bigger, which is also relevant. So that's like another reason not to kill her. They're playing 4-color Shadow. Mid-range deck, trying to make this card as big as possible. Kind of mid-range, kind of aggro. It's like weird combination of the two. Very strange, but kind of sweet. Damn, that is really brutal. They are giving Faithless Looting the appropriate amount of respect. Right. A weird tempo deck, that's a good description. I need to like Thought Scour my final Phoenix into the yard, I guess. Alright, alright. How does this differ from the other shadow deck? Does Ross have any words on it? Ross does not. I assume Dispel's a bit worse here. It can still hit Stubborn Denial, which is like the most relevant card. It's probably fine. Still think Izzet Charm is just like the worst. Yeah, I'm just going to run back the same boarding as against Grixis Shadow. I think it's like, probably plays out similarly. Charm might not be so horrible because they're a bit slower. That's fair. Charm feels really like not good against Grixis Shadow, but maybe it's fine here. I think I still want to try out a Spell Pierce instead though. They have like Lilianas as well as kill spells. They don't have Snapcaster, which makes Pierce a bit worse. But like that's part of what keeps Pierce live even into the late game against Grixis. The fact that like half their spells cost 2 more mana because of Snapcaster at that point in the game. Alright. Well, I need this free too. Need this free too. This will do. It's not clear I'm even meant to fire off the Swiftspear. Swiftspear seems really bad against the Tarmogoyf Shadow deck, huh? This card just seems like really awkward. Maybe I'm just meant to opt. I don't know. I have no idea if this is actually correct. I'm gonna do it. Just like make a play. But like there's an argument that if we didn't Swiftspear we might want to do nothing to save spells for our thing. So like kind of every play has a bit of an argument to it. I feel like you just need more experience in the matchup to know what's actually correct. It would be quite bad of Autumn. The blue-white list we're playing later doesn't have a Scanter or Snapcaster. Yeah, I agree with that, Frozen Phoenix. I definitely agree with that. It's like part of why I'm not convinced or even meant to have them in post board, but Thoughtseize taking the thing. Either thing or looting, I suspect. Those seem like the 2 relevant cards here. Alright, took the thing. It's not too surprising. Okay. Well, I'm kind of happy I played the Swiftspear now, because at least I have some pressure going. Oh, wow. That is exciting. Interesting. So I need like a gut shot. Another thing. That's like pretty good. The list we're going to be trying out has 3 main deck rips. It's up on the Stream Decker account if you want to go look at it. It's like the most recent deck I added, but it's not set as the current deck. This card is like fine. Fine land cantrip, yeah. I feel like that gives us the best shot at actually winning, right? Or we could draw this. Or we could just draw the gut shot. Oh wow, we get Dispel back up for their surgical. Oh no, we don't because it's turn 2. Of course this is turn 2. Why wouldn't it be turn 2? Please don't have surgical. Please don't have surgical. Come on. No. No. Oh, that's so brutal. We did say please. You really are, VT. You really are. We hit the gut shot though. The Phoenixes. Apparently that was not, in fact, a good thing for us to hit. I don't see how we win by not attacking. Obviously attacking is also pretty awkward. It's close, Chocolate Man. It's actually Nassif's list. I don't know how much that lines up with sources, but I assume it lines up like a reasonable amount, just with more one-offs. Yep. That is a shadow. We don't have much like efficient evasive damage without the... Yeah, it's the one he 5-0-10-0'd with on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I'm not sure of the Gideon of the Trials. That's like the one card I'm decidedly not hyped about. Everything else is pretty appealing, but Gideon of the Trials is not a Magic card I particularly enjoy. I guess it's quite good against Shadow decks, which apparently is all the online meta consists of today. So, you know, maybe it's great. I'm almost tempted to put a second Supreme Verdict in that deck just because of all these stupid Shadow decks that are running around. Yep. Strong draw. Going to 4, so now Bolt plus Gut Shot does it. They have a 2-turn clock this way. Yeah, there used to be loads of Gideons in the deck before Jace got unbanned. Ooh, no miss. No miss says great content as always. Happy New Year, and here's hoping for more green black rock content in the future. Thanks, No Miss. Appreciate the cheers. Means a lot to me. I do really like the green black deck, so I could definitely see myself playing it some more. It's like not bad against the shadow decks either. We need the luckiest looting in the world. Now we need the actual luckiest looting in the world. It needs to be Bolt plus Gut Shot. Specifically, we only have 1 Gut Shot left. Oh my god, it's so close. By close, I mean like halfway there, I guess. Alright, GG's opponent. GG's. Those were a rough couple of leagues for Phoenix. I don't know, it destroyed in the tournament this last weekend. But the meta we faced in these leagues felt harsher. When I played this in the other GP, there was like Bant Spirits everywhere, which this deck ate alive. I did keep. Didn't I? Did I not keep a land? Yeah, I can keep a Flooded Strand, right? Oh, so I need 3 cards in hand. You mean Phoenix? That's a fair point. Good point. Good point. Well presented. I don't know. Like, this deck's been putting up loads of results, but I feel like things are shifting against it, maybe. If Shadow's, like, picking up and Spirits is going down. If, like, Humans is going down, too. It's also so good against Humans. Not as good, but... Alright. Let's do something a bit different. A bit more my speed.